Peace. Welcome to Ladyscorpius Tarot. I'm your host, Ladyscorpius. Today we'll be reading for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of June 2025. This would be a 3-card reading, so take the message that resonates, leave the rest behind. As always, if you guys would like to see what's going on in your personal life, check out my website, ladyscorpius.com, where you can book a personal private reading, and also check out my products on there, you guys. All my new subscribers, shout out to y'all. I appreciate you guys and my OGs. You know, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. And yeah, let's get straight into it. Once again, this is for my Scorpios. This is just a general reading, so take what resonate, leave the rest behind. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, Scorpios. Let's see what's going on. Universal Spirit, Angels, Ascended Gods, and Masters, Gods and Goddesses, Ancestors. Give me messages for my Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of June 2025. What messages do you have for my Scorpio Spirit? What advice? What is coming towards us? I ask for you to give me messages out of love, light, clarity for my Scorpios. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of June 2025. Spirit, 3 cards only for Scorpios. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of June 2025. What messages do you have for my Scorpios? Alright. Give me 2 more cards for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Spirit for June. Okay, thank you. Ashe. The overall energy. Ooh, what type of overall energy is this? The overall energy we have is bondage. Alright, Scorpio. I don't know who trying to keep you in bondage, who trying to trap you. You know what they say, A lot of people always trying to get try to trap. Hold on, let me tell y'all, it's just a disclaimer. If you hear some noise in the background, I got my fan on because it's hot. So yeah, but I'm loud enough that you can hear me, so all is well. But yeah, you know what they say, like, people, when you get with a Scorpio, it's hard to let them go. So with the bondage being here, somebody could be trying to trap you, or you may feel trapped and bound to a situation or to someone. Alright, maybe somebody might feel bound and trapped towards you, Scorpio. We're going to see. But somebody feel restricted or bound or trapped in a situation. Rather, this is like a relationship, a job, a friendship, environment, a house, whatever. We're going to take a look and see what's going on. But you're definitely feeling like stuck, trapped, restricted in some type of way. The first card we have is number 52, Achievement. Alright, so even if you guys are feeling bonded or stuck or trapped, I do feel like you'll be able to obtain victory and get over that, So the first card is Achievement. The second card we have is number 65, The Veil. Yeah, The Veil. And then we have number 3, which is card 95, Manifestation. Alright, so I see my Scorpios, whatever you have been struggling with or going through where you felt restricted or trapped, bound to a situation or whatever the case may be, I just feel like you will be getting victory. So this is like you putting in a lot of effort or finding the courage or the strength to overcome an obstacle. This also could be you getting some type of success or getting recognized for some type of skill or whatever the case may be. But I just feel like you guys will be overachieving this month. Like you can be achieving a lot of shit, like personal goals, or just getting out of situations where is keeping you stuck and bound. Alright, with the Veil card, I do feel like for some of you guys, if you was feeling stuck and bound to a person or a connection, I do feel like this month, or you came to some type of realization that this person wasn't who they said they were. With the Veil card being here, it's almost like the veil was lifted. So you guys was able to lift the veil and see a person for who the hell they are. I do feel like somebody could have been trying to wear a false self-mask around you, Scorpio. And, they were trying to cover up their tracks or to conceal themselves or create some type of illusion. But, we are very intuitive and we can see right through the bullshit. So, Scorpio, I feel like you saw through the bullshit when it came to somebody trying to keep you stuck, bound, and trapped to them, okay, or to a situation. Alright, and I do feel like with 95 being here, you guys have just been manifesting what you want. So, if you haven't, Spirit is wanting you this month to manifest, whatever you're trying to manifest, right? This is a new beginning in love, a new beginning in career, a new beginning in self-love, whatever this is. Spirit is wanting you to go ahead and tap into your manifestation skills. So you know, write it out, do a vision board, do some rituals if you need to, candle work. If for some of you guys is into that, use your resources to bring in your desires. So whatever that may be, praying, affirmations, whatever. But Spirit is saying it's time for you guys to tap into your manifestation skills and bring in what you want. But I do feel like a lot of you guys, like I said, you're gonna be able to overcome some type of obstacle or find the strength and courage to do so, or you could be getting recognized as well if this is work related for some of you guys. But I do feel like for others it could be a connection that you were in where somebody was trying to keep you down. They could have saw you as somebody that's an overachiever. Maybe they might felt like they were trying to keep you trapped and stuck to them because of your success. Maybe you are very successful or abundant and this person was trying to hold on to you, Scorpio, or whatever. But you saw right through the bullshit or whatever, and you're going to just continue to focus on manifesting the things that you desire and the things that you deserve, you know. So let's go ahead and get into it. Hold on, y'all. We're going to go ahead and clarify these cards and see what Spirit has to say. Clarify achievement, Spirit. Why is achievement here for my Scorpios for the month of June 2025? Clarify achievement. Hold on, let's get a good shuffle. Do one more shuffle. Alright. Why is the achievement card here for Scorpio Spirit for the month of June 2025? Why is the achievement card here? Too many cards. Clarify the achievement card. Why is this here for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for June 2025 Spirit? Clarify the achievement card. Alright, we got social media and Nine of Pentacles. People could be watching you because they feel like you're very abundant, Scorpio. You know, people can be watching you on social media. So if you have like a Facebook, a Twitter, YouTube, whatever this is, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever this is, you know what I'm saying? People could be trying to like watch your success, or they feel like you are abundant. They can feel like you are an overachiever. They can see that you're very skilled at what you do if this is work related. Some of you guys are single and you're very independent. You know, you are abundant on your own, and people see you're abundant. They're watching your success. It's almost like you have even secret admirers that could have been watching you, you know, watching your glow up. You know, they watch every fucking move that you make, Scorpio. You know, people love us. But I do feel like you got some people that could be watching you because they feel like you always advancing, you always like evolving, you know what I'm saying? You always overachieving. So you got a lot of people watching you, alright? I do feel like a lot of you guys right now just focus on your abundance and being single. You know, a lot of you guys are not really you know, some of you guys are just not focused on a relationship because you could have felt like a relationship will keep you feeling stuck, bound, and trapped. Even if you were dealing with somebody, I feel like you could be releasing yourself from that and just kind of focusing on your abundance with the achievement card being here. Alright, so let's go ahead and get another clarifier for it. Why is the achievement card here for my Scorpios for the month of June 2025? Yeah, somebody that it could have been somebody from your past that feels very much a regret. It could be a Leo for some of you guys. Doesn't have to be, but somebody from your past, I do feel like they could be mad. You know, they could be upset, hurt, and regret that you going towards your peace and your abundance and your happiness. With the Sun card being here, like you're not, whatever they did to you, they try to bring in some fucking pain or third party or whatever this was, whatever cups that was spilled over. I feel like a lot of you guys are getting out of that feeling of crying over spilled milk. You know what I'm saying? And feeling like, oh, you know, like the victim, or that you've been hurt or wronged or whatever this is. Spirit is saying like you got a lot of changes coming towards you, Scorpio, with the 5 here, and you need to allow other people to feel that hurt that they caused you. Let them sit in sorrow and regret for what the fuck they did to you, Scorpio, while you become an overachiever and go towards your abundance and success. Let them watch you from social media. You might got somebody watching you from social media because they see that you are abundant on your own, you are successful, you get into the money, you know what I'm saying? You're not letting no bullshit from the past stop your growth, you know what I'm saying? So you could be, Spirit is calling for you to be happy and stand on your power with the Sun card. You know, find that strength, find that courage to keep persevering, do the challenges and do the hurt or whoever wronged you in the past, because I feel like they're going to be the ones that's looking in regret because they no longer can share that success with you. They no longer can be in that energy, because I feel like you're going to be in this vibrant energy where you're feeling like the lighthearted, childlike, fun, spontaneous, free spirit, like just, you know, just good energy. I feel like you're going to be tapping into your power, and these people are not going to be able to come towards you or whatever. I feel like you got a lot of new things happening towards you, but a lot of you guys need to come out of this feeling of feeling stuck, trapped, and bound to a situation, because right at the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Swords. So this is a double clarifier. Some of you guys was feeling bound, stuck, and trapped in a situation, or bound to a person. I feel like, honestly, this was all illusions, okay? So if you take the blindfolders off, you will see that you're really not stuck. You can just remove yourself from the fucking chaos. Some of you guys could have been dealing with some jail. For some of you guys, you could have been in jail, or dealing with a jailbird, or somebody that was in jail. But some of you guys need to, like, come out of that stagnation and feeling like, you know, you're stuck, bound, lost, confused. Like, come out of that and step into your power. I feel like you will be doing that, or whatever. So if you have been feeling restricted, under some type of control or mental anguish or chaos, confusion, like, you will be releasing yourself from that for the month of June. Give me another clarifier for achievement. Why is this here for Scorpios for the month of June 2025, Spirit? Why is achievement here? Karmic connection. Yup, I told you. Somebody watching you from your past, a karmic person that you were tied to, Scorpio. They're watching you in regret. You know, maybe they're the ones that's feeling bound and stuck to you because they can't come, you know, they can't join the party. You know, you're moving on. You're abundant. You're successful with or without them. You don't need them. A lot of you guys are good on your own. You make good money. You know, you're single. You're independent. Some of you guys are homeowners, or just, you know, you do well off by yourself. And this person just upset that they can't have access to you. Clarify the veil. Why is the veil here for my Scorpios for the month of June 2025, Spirit? Why is the veil here? Clarify the veil. Ooh. Emotional manipulator. So the veil has been lifted. You're seeing people for who the fuck they are, Scorpio. You know, motherfuckers was coming in with, like, wearing a false self mask, trying to be somebody that they not, trying to put on this pretending to be somebody they're not. And I feel like you're seeing a person for who they are, you know what I'm saying, with the veil card being here. So this was somebody, you know, coming in trying to, like I said, conceal their true self, create illusions, falsehood, future faking, trying to cover up the tracks or the bullshit that they doing behind your back, because they was emotional manipulator. And I feel like you already kind of felt that, Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? You realize that this person who you were attached to at one point in time, they were manipulating your emotions. You know, they was just trying to distort your energy, or they came in with distorted energy. You know what I'm saying? They had narcissistic tendencies, and I feel like you guys are seeing this person for who they are, and you're starting to, like, pull masks off several people, even if it's not even a relationship. I mean, it could be a relationship for a lot of you guys, but even if it's like a friendship, some of you guys are, like, seeing people for who they are and just pulling back the mask. A lot of you guys are just moving forward with your life and you're on the right path. A lot of my Scorpios, you are ascending through the chaos. So this is you ascending, being guided towards, like, you know, your spiritual purpose, your spiritual journey. This is you being in alignment on the right frequency, removing yourself from the negative fucking frequencies that people try to bring into your life. I feel like you guys are just on your destined path, you know, and you're moving up in spiritual rank as well. For some of my Scorpios that practice, you know, that's into divination and they spiritual practices, a lot of you guys are moving up in alignment and getting more balance. All right. And I feel like, you know, you're no longer giving to a lot of different people, or dealing with people that always got their fucking hand out, trying to take from you, but not equally giving back. You know, you're wanting an equal give and take. And I feel like whoever you've been dealing with, or people that's been coming towards you, Scorpio, have been emotional manipulators. Clarify the veil. And you're no longer dealing with that. You're seeing things for what it is, you know, and people for who they are. And you're calling a spade a spade. Why is the veil here for my Scorpios for the month of June 2025? You got twin flame. Yeah, some of you guys were dealing with twin flame. So you already know this is a person that you had a lot of passion for. There was a lot of karmic lessons within this connection as well. You probably was the one that was ready, healed, and, you know, ready to make shit shake. And this person was the one that was playing mind games or not being honest, still wasn't sure about what they want, still had a lot to learn. You know, I feel like you did have a lot of love for this person, Scorpio, because you're coming up as the King of Cups. We have the King of Swords. Some of you guys could be in the same sex partnership, not all, but for the ones that, you know, some of you guys, some of my Scorpios, you could have been doing for air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or fellow water sign. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But I feel like, you know, you're wanting the truth. You know, you want to deal with people that's coming in with the truth. Like, you have a lot of love to offer, but you also realize that you can't just give your love to just any and everybody. People got to come in with loyalty and respect first and foremost, and the truth. And if not, you're going to cut their asses out. So I do feel like for some of you guys, you could have cut off this air sign individual. You know what I'm saying? Because this person was manipulating your emotions. You know, this person just have a lot of passion. But it's like, you know, they led you to some type of third party situation or some type of heartbreak or pain or regret in the past. And a lot of you guys are realizing, like, you don't want to keep going through the same karmic manipulation or the same karmic lessons with this person, even though you have a lot of love for this person. Some of you guys might have a child with this person, not all, but for some of you guys, it's like, yeah, you have a lot of love for this person, but you're finding the strength to overcome being in these toxic connections because you realize that you're better than this. You're seeing your worth, your value. You're seeing that these people are not aligned with your path and your destiny, or else they would have got it right the first fucking time. You know what I'm saying? And then we have the Ace of Cups. So a lot of you guys are just pouring into yourself. This is self-love. So healing, self-love. Spirit can also even be bringing in something new towards you if you know how to leave something behind and take action. You know, you got to take action towards what's for you and leave the past in the past. But yeah, I do feel like whoever you were dealing with, it was a lot of regret, heartbreak, pain, sorrow, and you guys are just moving on from that. I do feel like it could be somebody's wanting you to hold on to your energy, you know, because we had a Six of Swords in reverse. So somebody could be wanting not to move on or wanting you to stay stagnant with them, but they're coming in with a lot of emotional confusion. You know, they're not honest and upfront. That's what you are looking for, the truth. You could even ask this person questions, you know, trying to get the truth out of them to see if they was even cheating or causing some type of third party connection, or if they started something new with somebody else. But this person wasn't an honest person, and I feel like that's why you see them for who they are, and the mask fell. You know, yeah, you had to make a judgment call on this person because you felt like they were leaving you emotionally confused with the Seven of Cups, and this person could have had a lot of fucking options. You know what I'm saying? The judgment is clarity, you know, final judgment call. So I feel like, my Scorpio, this is your card, this is your energy. The judgment is us. So you could have called final judgment on this situation. Like, nah, this ain't for me. This person causing too much emotional confusion. This person could have you in illusions, fantasy, future faking. You know what I'm saying? You was even wearing rose-colored glasses at one point in time. This person was trying to manipulate your energy, Scorpio. But you came out of this shit. I'm proud of you. You're coming out of it, alright? The veil has been lifted. Let me never clarify. Why is this Ace of Cups here? You got the Ace of Pentacles, so something new is coming in. Rather, this is new love, a new beginning, new abundance, new job, new home for some of you guys. Travel, but I do feel like a lot of abundance is coming your way after you releasing yourself from this type of energy, alright? Why is this Ace of Cups here? Clarify the Ace of Cups for Scorpio for the month of June 2025, Spirit. What's the Ace of Cups here for Scorpio? Yeah, Spirit is wanting you to stay prayed up. You know, that's what you do. If not, you know, do your manifestations, your rituals. You know, this is white magic, so some of you guys need to do your manifestation rituals. If you want to manifest new beginnings, you know, do your cord cutting, whatever this is, because I feel like this person was causing some type of confusion. And you realize that this was not a fair or balanced situation to be in. So I do feel like a lot of you guys remove yourself from this shit. This person was causing a lot of anxiety, mental confusion. Like, this person was playing with your fucking energy. I do feel like they were trying to play with your mental, you know, making you feel confused. Like, you would see something and then you would, like, try to ask them, like, what's this? Or, you know, try to ask them something for clarity. Like, even ask them a question and they would try to, like, throw you off, like, make you feel like you're tripping. But I don't feel like you were tripping. I feel like you were being guided by the Most High, Scorpio, and you realized this person wasn't authentic and they wasn't being truthful. You know what I'm saying? So you had to pull the fuck out. You know, this is divine energy. So this was the Most High. This was God. You know what I'm saying? Your ancestors, your angels, you know, pulling you out of this situation. And this was a divine intervention that had to happen, because I feel like this person was going to cause you some type of fucking mental anxiety, stress. This person could have even thrown you off. You know what I'm saying? Because the Nine of Swords always represents somebody, like, playing with your fucking energy, like, causing a lot of mental confusion, a lot of anguish, sleepless nights. Like, you could have been in your head a lot about the situation, about who this person really is, because, like I said, I feel like they wasn't being honest, and they was wearing a false self mask. Alright, clarify manifestation. Hold on, y'all. Before we get over. Alright, well, you need to get over. You all on my cards. Clarify manifestation. Why is this here? Clarify manifestation. Some of you guys could have been an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that you could have been dealing with. This person could be trying to manifest you back, but I don't feel like you guys are wanting to deal with this shit, because you see things for what it is. Ooh, these cards that flipped out after that, that's crazy. I do feel like this Earth sign, if you guys were dealing for Earth sign, you was trying to invest into this person, but I feel like with the Lovers card, this person could have had another person on the side, or could have had a choice between you and another person, or some type of option. That's why it had to come to an ending. With the Ten of Wands, Spirit got you the hell out of there, because this person was moving very slow with you. I do feel like they could have had their heart tied to you and another person, or it just was like a strong connection that you guys shared. But like I said, it was choices here, because we did have the Seven of Cups. So a lot of confusion here, a lot of choices. A lot of just burdens that you were carrying when you was connected to this person, Scorpio, that you don't have to carry no more. I do feel like you was willing to invest with the Seven of Pentacles here. You was investing into this connection, but this person ultimately was going to leave you feeling left out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles. Or they could have did. They could have ghosted you or left you out in the cold, or maybe they was going through financial issues, or they was faking about how much money they had, or whatever this case may be, and you saw how they was manipulating the situation. With the Fool card in reverse, you could have felt like this person was very foolish and very toxic. Yeah, because we got the Hierophant card, Taurus energy, and the Devil card, Capricorn energy. So you could be doing for Taurus or Capricorn for some of you guys, Aries energy as well with the Fool card. But yeah, somebody was trying to fake like they wanted a relationship, but really they was coming in for sexual reasons, or just to control, manipulate, dominate. This person could have been very obsessed over you, possessive over you. They could have been like obsessed with your body, your looks, whatever this is. But whoever you were dealing with, Scorpio, they had a lot of addictions. Whether that was gambling, sex, drinking, lying, cheating, manipulating, whatever this was, this person had a lot of addictions, and Spirit wanted you to get the fuck out of there. So with that Six of Swords, it was time to go. It was time to move away from negative waters towards calmer waters. Some of you guys could be doing for Aquarius. I do feel like you were trying to see things from a different perspective and hang on there, hang into it, but it was going to be a stalemate situation anyway. With that Knight of Swords, that person, whoever you were dealing with, was very much immature with communication, very petty, very swift, very fast moving. You know what I'm saying? Really in and out, like don't really bring clarity to the situation. But yeah, clarify manifestation. Why does it say for Scorpio for the month of June 2025? Spirit, why is the manifestation card here? My Scorpios for the month of June 2025. Yeah, Four of Swords. Once again, this person was trying to leave you feeling like, you know, you couldn't really rest. I feel like it was hard for you to get rest because you felt like whatever you was trying to manifest, it felt like a blockage. Yeah, because this person was being stingy. They were trying to hold on to you for material reasons, or for money or finances or whatever this was. This person could have not even had that much money, but was lying and acting like they did. But you know, you a master manifester. For some of my Scorpios, you a master manifester, and I feel like this person was trying to block you from doing that, from manifesting your desires and shit like that, because they were going through their own financial burdens, and they were causing you to be like I said, have sleepless nights, restless nights, because you had a lot on your mind. You know what I'm saying? This person was causing a lot of mental anguish. This could have been also a false soulmate, like a karmic, you know, with the Two of Cups in reverse. So this person could have been very karmic as well. Clarify manifestation. Why is this here for Scorpio? For June 2025. What should they be manifesting? Why is the manifestation here for Scorpio? High Priestess. So a lot of you guys need to use your intuition this month. You guys, do your manifestation rituals, okay? You guys, Spirit is really wanting you to use your intuition. Don't speak too much. Like, don't expose too much. Don't reveal your cards to people that you had to cut off. Like, if these people try to come back around, which I feel like they may, because they see that you are a healer, they're trying to keep you bonded and stuck and trapped towards them. You know, focus on self-love, alright? Spirit is saying, stay to yourself. Keep your cards close to your chest. If this person ain't telling you the truth, but you know what it is, then you know what it is. I feel like a lot of you guys might even got a reading on this person. You could have been pulling cards yourself. You could be a reader yourself, but a lot of you guys need to pay attention to your intuition this month. You are very intuitive. I feel like you could also find out some truth about a child's mother, or this could just be you tapping into your energy, and you might find out some type of truth about something with the Ace of Swords. Something will be illuminated to you, or you might decide to even cut this person out your life. You're manifesting truth and clarity in your life, and that's what you want. What's the manifestation card here for Scorpio for June? Yeah, Death card. Your energy. Yeah, you're ending some shit. Yeah, ending brings new beginnings. So this is you guys going through a major transformation. You guys are ending some shit that's no longer serving you. This is out with the old and with the new. And I feel like with the Death card being here, like Spirit is saying it's time to go ahead and cut ties to some shit that's just, it's been a burden, okay, Scorpio? It's been a burden for a while for some of you guys. And I do feel like you guys will have good news coming in. because we got the Page of Swords wanting to come out. So some type of good news coming in. We do have the King of Wands, so maybe you might even meet a Leo. Some of you guys might meet a Leo, Sagittarius while you're out. After you end the situation, you might manifest your king. You feel me? The King of Wands, you know, he's a boss, he's a leader, he's respected. You know, he's a go-getter. He's very much a stable man, and he is a committed man when he's upright. And some of you guys might be meeting this person while you're out, maybe out in community or something like that. Might meet them at work. For some of you guys, we got the Page of Wands, so this is communication coming in, or some type of good news coming in. Some of you guys, this might even be a job. You could be manifesting a new job, a new position. But I do feel like, you know, you guys are going to be just standing on your truth and speaking your truth and cutting out things that's not serving you. And you guys are going to be manifesting, you know, abundance, peace, clarity. That's what you want in your life. And you want to manifest all of those things, like good news, you know. Clarify manifestation. Why is this here? Scorpio. Yeah. So some type of message, some type of offer could have came in, or you could have found out about a small offer. Or somebody could have tried to manifest the offer, and it turned into chaos. So whoever was that you were dealing with, they was bringing in a little bit. With this Page of Pentacles, this was a small offer. They ain't had much to fucking offer you. This could have been like them taking you out here and there, or then could have been even lying about their finances. But something got exposed. Something was illuminated to you about this Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They lied about their finances or their stability or what they can offer you or something like that, and you cut that shit the fuck out. Because like I said, you're wanting a boss. You're wanting a King of Wands, somebody that's bossed up, that's willing and able, and somebody that's ready. You're going through a major transformation. So if they're not on your level or frequency, it's time to go. I do feel like this person, like I said, was trying to hold on to you because you are an overachiever, Scorpio. You work hard. You could be very abundant. You coming up as the Queen of Pentacles while they're coming up as the Page of Pentacles. So they got a lot of growing to do, a lot to learn when it comes to even finances and abundance and saving and just building a legacy. But a lot of you guys are very abundant. You could be looking, your money could be looking good for the month of June as well. This could be even like financial opportunities coming in for you, or you guys, you might be spending some money too. But some of you guys might even take a trip, like you might pay for a trip to just get away and be by yourself with the Hermit card, so you can isolate and just go within. A lot of you guys need to go within, and you just want to see clarity or just some type of soul searching. So some of you guys might even, like I said, could be going on a spiritual retreat for some of you guys. If not, this is you guys just, like I said, going within, finding clarity, you know, soul searching, maybe not even like speaking to certain people, cutting ties with certain people, you know, just finding that light at the end of the tunnel and realizing that, you know, your abundance and your mental health and your abundance and stability is so much more, is worth so much more than dealing with this bullshit. Because I do feel like whoever you were dealing with the Moon card and secrets, they had a lot of secrets that they was not telling you, Scorpio. And some of these secrets will be revealed. You might find out about another person on the side, or how this person was lying about their finances or their money or something like that, or what they can offer you. Yeah, with the Eight of Pentacles, they couldn't really invest much into you, and they could have been lying about their salary or what they do for work or how much they make at work. But that's because they saw you as a divine partner, somebody that was going to bring in some type of abundance into their life, but they was coming in as a trash box. So this person was a clown, a user, a liar, an impersonator, somebody that lacked information and knowledge, somebody that could have been very ignorant. And they saw you as somebody that was very abundant, loving, beautiful, nurturing, caring. And they try to like pull on that energy. But they was a Knight of Wands, very much in and out of your life, very much a playboy or playgirl, somebody that's always seeking thrills and adventures. This person could also travel for work, or always just on a fucking go. Don't never got time for nobody but their damn self. And I feel like you decided just to walk away from that, Scorpio. Like you got too much going on in your life. You worth so much more than deal with somebody that's in and out. You know, the in and out energy. You're not dealing with that. Somebody that don't want to invest or put in effort. Nah. This person was a hater anyway. They was hating on your success. They was hating on all the things that you achieved and all the things that you had, faking like they was happy for you when they really wasn't. But I do feel like with that World card being here, a lot of you guys are going to be putting an ending to that, because you are innocent in the situation. They try to put you in a third party situation, or even could have tried to like reconcile or reconnect with you just to be playing games. And I feel like you guys innocently came into a situation trying to be there and love and nurture and support and see where things go. But nah, it's time to put an ending to that shit with the World card. This was a lesson learned for you guys. You know, this was a karmic lesson. And it was a major cycle that had to close out. This was a chapter that's closing, ending, so something new can come in, a new beginning. So That's what I have for my Scorpios. You guys are healers. We do have the healer card here, so you guys are just natural healers, and you were healing this person while they was stealing your fucking energy and becoming an energy vampire. Spirits want you to pour into yourself and focus on self-love and healing you. I do feel like you might have somebody that's focused, could be also spreading a false narrative about you, about some type of commitment, or why you guys are not committed, or why they couldn't commit to you. But that's really because they couldn't level up to you, Scorpio. But I do feel like they might be obsessed, or they could be dealing with a karmic feminine. Somebody was interfering with this connection, a karmic feminine that was obsessed, or they was obsessed with a karmic feminine, and you trying to trust this person, but they was not to be trusted. Anyway, you guys are going towards your abundance, and that's what I see for y'all. So that's what I have for my Scorpios. Let me know if it resonates, you guys. Leave a comment below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace. Love y'all.